Hi, it's Bruce and Ann again. How you doing? And we're taking a little walk this morning. So we're going to try more than just one video. We'll put a whole bunch of little clips together today. Okay, so we decided to map our walk this morning. So Ann's installing the app called Map My Walk. I usually have it on mine, but didn't want to mess up the videos while recording. Okay, now we're continuing our walk. Ann's got her Map My Walk turned on. See if I can get this where I'm not cutting either top of my head off or chin. So we're going to just enjoy a day and get away from this noisy traffic. We'll walk in some of the back neighborhoods. So anyway, today is week 2. That means there are 24 weeks left until our anniversary. Last week, you remember that Ann properly guessed the clue. Sat under the down under where we sat, I think is what it was. And you guessed it correctly as what? Remember?
Outback.
Outback. And the bench in front of the Outback. So the goal today, even though we're still in this COVID-19 lockdown and the restaurants aren't open until next week, was at least maybe we can get some takeout from Outback because they are open for that. As we walk along trying to get hit by cars and traffic here. So that's the goal today. And at which time she'll get her next card and gets to try to figure out the clue that's there. But hi, well, going to Outback during a pandemic lockdown is a little bit different. So instead of going in, we're at a curbside pickup. We have to stay in our cars. They come out, they're in masks and gloves, and he even put the food in the back seat for us. So unfortunately, rather than being having the luxury of going in, sit down, and all of that, we have to go home again. But it's okay. And so we will head home, and then we'll continue this.
Have a little dinner at home.
Yeah.
From Outback.
Well, we got home, we got our stuff. So instead of being able to sit out in the Outback and enjoy all the ambience there, we're still locked down, we're relegated to home. So this is how our meals get delivered now.
We actually had to go pick it up.
We got to go pick it up. So I ordered, didn't ask her what she wanted, so kind of know. But here, let you open these things up.
Okay.
And Carrabba's and Outback are together.
Stay safe. And a salad.
Yep, got your salad.
I hope that's not all.
A little cheese and that. There's pats of butter, some sour cream.
Okay.
Okay.
Stay safe.
Stay safe. Okay. Keep
Are we
opening.
this? Oh, here's week 2.
So week 2.
Wonder what it says.
Okay. Your week 2 cards.
It says, today we have a nice dinner to celebrate that day in February 14th, 1995. Did you think you had this day figured out? It says, clue to card number 3. Where to go from the Earth to the Moon. A rocket. Where to go? Well,
Not how.
oh, where?
Where?
Where to go?
Where to go?
NASA.
So where to go from the Earth to the Moon? So
NASA.
she's yelling out answers, and
Was that right?
so no,
Oh.
it won't be. So
Hmm.
again, last week a little easier. This one a little more difficult.
Where to go from the Earth to the Moon?
Yes. So I'm gonna let her ponder over this for a little bit and
If
continue.
anybody has any suggestions on the answer to this question, feel free, once we put this out on Facebook, to send me a suggestion. We will present it.
Okay, keep going.
Right. Let's see. This is a nice little box. What's this? It's hot. Oh, wow. A necklace. Wow. That is beautiful. And it's got a heart on it on the cross. Very beautiful. I think it's got diamonds, or
Yes.
it's got, oh wow, it's got diamonds on it. Wow, thank you, honey.
Diamonds, sterling silver, and gold heart.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Wow, thank
So
you.
silver anniversary, you had to have something silver, but
Ah.
want to do something. So
Very cool.
the reason for this, and reason there's a gold heart in there with it as well. Silver, obviously for our silver anniversary. The gold heart is when I proposed to her, her ring wasn't ready from the jeweler yet. So that wasn't ready for another few days. In fact, I picked it up Thursday after I had proposed to her and had it for that weekend. But instead of having a ring to give her for proposal, I gave her a necklace that was a small gold heart. So
Okay, I'm sure I have it.
yeah.
I'll have to go find it.
I'm sure you have that someplace. So there's another little gold heart with the sterling silver cross there with it. Remember, this is remembering where it all began. Okay.
Very cool.
So we're going to dig into our food, and I know you guys don't want to sit there and watch us eat, but we're going to dig into our food and then have Ann model her necklace here in a little bit.
What we got for our dinner tonight is a steak and lobster. I got a baked potato, and for Ann, she got a steak and lobster and the garlic mashed potatoes. There's a salad, green beans. What do you think?
Ah, very nice.
You like?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so
For having to stay inside and for having to not be able to go to Outback, this was the next best thing.
cool. So we're gonna go eat. So we'll see you
ya.
later. Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, just wanted to point something else out. So when we got married, if you look, we went to Canada and Toronto on our honeymoon. So today we're wearing our Canadian shirts as we go about our walk. But
Great memories.
the great memories. You like it?
Yes, loved it. Had a lot of fun.
It was good up there. And during that time, we got to see La Casa Loma, which is the house on the hill. It was the first house in Toronto to have a working telephone. It is just up the couple blocks from a Presbyterian church where a famous organist named Lillian Bish used to play there. It's her home church, and she's toured the world playing pipe organs all over the place. You get a chance to look her up, look up Lillian Bish.
That was in Toronto?
It was in Toronto.
Okay. He remembers a lot of things that I don't.
So we went to La Casa Loma on Wednesday. We had planned on Wednesday going to Niagara Falls, and I got a cold. I got kind of sick, and we looked around to try to find Alka-Seltzer or something. And Canadian over-the-counter medicines are much different. There's not a lot like we have here. The only thing for Alka-Seltzer there is an antacid. So I went and talked to the apothecary, and he gave me something else. It's put out by the Sandoz company. In our country, it's called Theraflu. It was called something different there, but it's the same company. And it knocked it out that night. It was great, and it got us going. So Thursday, we drove to Niagara, through the Niagara Valley. We stopped at all these great little wineries.
I don't think we stopped there.
Yeah, we stopped at some wineries and did a couple tours. Remember a couple wine tastings. Learned about the Vine Growers Quality Alliance, the VQA, and the no preservatives in their wines, and how they share their technologies that they work with the different grapes. Learned about they're on the same latitude as Italy, and that the vines that grow there in the Niagara Valley are hybrid of Canadian rootstock with Italian grapes. The Italian roots don't grow well in Canada, and the natural grapes in Canada apparently don't taste that great. But now they splice them together, and now they have these hybrids that are growing. They're absolutely fantastic. So real pretty good wines there. So just a little bit of history and so forth, and kind of why we're wearing our shirts today. Again, So yes, these shirts are 25 years old.
Yep. We've kept them nice.
Yeah.
We wear them for special occasions.
Right. So we seem to have a lot of old clothes in our closets. I found a shirt that I was wearing the other day, and I was looking around, and Thanksgiving 2000, I believe it was, some old pictures I was looking at. So that's 20 years ago. It's a picture of me in that shirt. And the shirt that Anne was wearing, she still has that in her closet. I think we need a new wardrobe. What do you think? We got too much old stuff. We hang on to a lot of things, I guess. Anyway, we're going to continue our walk. Click in a minute. Let's try this again. So we stopped on our walk because there's a house here for a for sale sign on it. Take a look at this. Isn't that gorgeous?
A little too big for us.
A little too big. It's 3,700 square feet, 4 bedroom, 4 bath. Tampa prices, these are ridiculous. Let y'all guess for a minute. $1,060,000 is what they're asking.
No, 1,089,000.
Oh,
I think.
that's a different one.
Oh.
Yep, this one's $1,069,000.
No, that is it.
Is it? $1,080,000? Okay,
No,
still, it's over $1 million. Look at this thing. If we drove out 20 miles, 30 miles to Valrico, this house, $300,000, $400,000 at most. Dirt is expensive in the peninsula. This is craziness. But still, nice neighborhood. Anyway, this is what we get to see when we're walking. Click in a minute.